Hi all. Do you know our India is now the fifth largest economy in the world? And not only that, it's now the most populated country in the world after surpassing China, with the youngest large population in the world. Yes, that's true. And there are many more interesting facts which makes us believe that India has a golden future ahead, which I will be sharing in the video. So let's start with looking at the GDP of our country. Our GDP is close to $3.5 trillion, which makes us the fifth largest in the world. And we are growing at the fastest rate, close to 6 to 7% now, which will make us the third largest economy in the coming years, surpassing Germany and Japan, so only next to China and US. If you look at the FDI, we were among the top 7 nations in the world, receiving around $85 billion in 2022. And we were the highest in terms of receiving the remittances, which was around $100 billion. And if you look at the startups, last year, we were ranked third in the number of unicorns created in our country. And with a unicorn created every 9 days, we were the highest in terms of number of startups created. And if you look at the runaway success of our Shark Tank, which showcases the startup culture in tier 2 and tier 3 cities of India too, we know that India has arrived. Now let's look at the key drivers of this super growth. The number one is the demographics. As I discussed, India has the youngest population in the world. Our average age is close to 29 years. Close to 50% of our population is below 25 years of age, which means in the coming years and by 2047, 20% of the global workforce would be based out of India, and 20% of the middle class population in the world will be in India. And an average Indian would spend around $240,000 in 2047, and if you multiply that with the 1.4 billion population, you can imagine the massive spending power which we will have. Second driver is our digital infrastructure, which was also recently lauded by IMF. Our country's digital journey started somewhere around 2015, and it has been a super journey. If you look at the number of Indians who have Aadhaar card, the unique ID card is over 90% now, which enables people to move around India and take up jobs, open up accounts, etc. If you look at the number of real-time transactions globally, 40% of those real-time payment transactions happen in India now. And if you look at the number of broadband connections, it's close to 800 million. And we probably have the largest internet connections in the world after China. The third driver is the democracy. We are one of the largest democracies in the world, with close to 600 million voters now, and with a very stable and strong government at the center. Along with that, we have a very strong infrastructure growth story, which was also validated by the 10 lakh crore announced in the budget, which is ensuring that our roads are getting doubled every 10 years. And similarly, our ports, railways, bridges, etc. are getting built to ensure we become a developed country soon. Now, if you look at the wealth being created in India, we are now probably one of the largest nations in the world in terms of wealth creation. We already have close to 1,000 individuals whose net worth is more than 1,000 crores, and over 1 lakh individuals whose net worth is more than 50 crores, and that is growing at the rate of 25%. So that's the amount of wealth which is being created already, and we see even a faster rate in the coming years. I hope all these data and numbers would make you also believe that India is really one of the fastest growing country and a great place to be in, and enjoy the journey. Thank you. See you soon.